Bienvenido, mi gente. We are here in Shelton, Connecticut, aka The Shotty. For the ones that know, stand up. For the ones that just found out, not even to know. Yo, ¿quién soy? My name is Carlos Castro. I'm a simple guy with lots of goals, lots of ideas, with a positive outlook at life. Este programa siempre ha sido un sueño mío, por mucho tiempo. A mí me encanta cocinar, me encanta entretener y las conversaciones con amistades y familia es lo mejor que me puede pasar. El propósito de este programa es para indicarles que un electricista con bien poco entrenamiento también puede cocinar al nivel dishwasher. I'm fucking with you. But let's get serious for a minute here. I will be inviting some guests that have built and worked so hard in their careers or businesses and to get where they are today. And we'll be breaking bread, having a conversation, and talking about all the obstacles they have faced in life and how they overcame it. PePo-time hopes that the advice that our guests give you helps you keep motivated and keep pushing forward, because times can get tough. And in everyone's life, sometimes a brick wall can just come out and smack you right in the face. But with the words or some simple advice from somebody that has lived it, can just be all we need, all that extra push to jump over those brick walls or just bang right through those brick walls. Pero para una conversación así, necesitamos una comida deliciosa. Y lo que yo voy a hacer, antes del programa, yo conversé con nuestros invitados y les pregunté, ¿qué es sus platos favoritos? Y yo les voy a preparar y le voy a meter todo corazón que pueda, full effort, para que salga Peppo. Hello everybody, welcome to PePo-time, and today I have an amazing guest, Tiffany Ramos. We just saw Matt Ramos, her husband, and now she's here to tell us her story, how she got where she is. She is an APRN, but before that she was Miss Connecticut. She's an amazing person, sweetheart of a human being, and she's here to help us cook, enjoy some food, and just let you know how the struggles are of what she had to overcome. Tiffany, please.
Thank you.
Hello, Tiffany. How are you?
Hi, good.
Welcome.
How are you?
Welcome to Peppo-time.
Thank you for having me.
Say hi to the guests out there.
Hi, everyone. I'm excited to be here.
All right. So, Tiffany, tell me, what is your skill in the kitchen?
You know, a little bit different than what we're doing here. I'm a dessert girl.
All right.
I'm expecting you to actually teach me some of the savory stuff, but I make a damn good flan.
Ooh, all right. Fire.
I probably should have chefed it up now. You would have appreciated it. You would have appreciated it.
All right.
But I'm a queen in the dessert realm.
See, my thing is, I have no dessert skills.
So we're a match.
Yeah, that's it. We gotta team up a little bit more. Next time you make the dessert, and I'll watch you.
Done.
All right.
Done.
All right.
Done.
So Tiffany, today I'm gonna make you some patties. You're gonna be making some potato patties that are gonna go with the Carne asada.
Little Portuguese spice in here.
And we're gonna get the Portuguese shrimp with garlic on top of some Patacones, or just the little Spanish flavor that I'm putting in. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy some good dinner. So Tiffany, tell me, besides baking, what is a dish that you know how to make and it's like, yo, that's my go-to, make it real quick for the family at home?
Real quick is always, you got some ground beef, you have some onion, which everyone should have, you got some garlic, you got some sort of vegetable, put that all, saute it, let it sit, white rice, bang. Throw some sour cream on it, you can't go wrong. Anything with cheese, as we have here, you can't go wrong. It's easy.
Now that sounds fire.
Yeah, simple.
Cheese and sour cream can never go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
All right, so we're gonna take this right here. It's pretty much mashed potatoes.
You did all the hard work already.
So we take this, we're gonna take a little ball, small little ball. We're gonna put a little dent right in the middle. Grab a little bit of cheese, pop it right in there.
Wow.
And just roll it all up. And we're just gonna flatten that out. Grab a little bit more potato, make it a little bit bigger.
All right.
But that's really it.
Like a little Hot Pocket.
All right, that's it. And just start setting them up right there.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. So Tiffany.
Yes.
This garlic with shrimp, you said is one of your favorites.
Yes.
So Tiffany, where was the first time you had this dish? From your mom, from your grandma, from your country land? Who's the one that introduced you to this garlic and shrimp?
So it's a very traditional Portuguese meal. And I grew up, so I'm first generation American. My dad immigrated here from Portugal when he was maybe 12 or 13. My mom when she was 10. And she was from Angola. And so grew up in a very traditional house, meaning two-family house. My grandma lived downstairs, my mom's mom, and we lived upstairs. And so actually my grandma was the cook. My mom never cooked. Neither did my dad. Yeah. And so she was who I relied on for that home-cooked meal. And she threw down. Carlos, like, I'm sure this is going to be delicious. But if she was still here with us, she would be here cooking and she would be
I would love to get a lesson from her.
She was impressive. And so she would make this dish. And you can also get it in Portuguese restaurants. My cousin owned a restaurant in Bridgeport. And they had it there, and it was absolutely delicious. It's perfect. I mean, garlic, you can't go wrong.
No, you cannot.
So the minute you asked me, I knew. And then you add the Spanish flair to it, and that's that.
No, yeah, I made this on Tuesday for the family with the white wine, the lime, and they were like, wow, this is really good. Delicious. And like, it's such a simple recipe, but it has such a punch that I was even surprised. I was like, wow, this is delish.
And I think it's the wine.
The wine, yes.
That adds to
the vino verde.
You know. Do you think these are too thick?
No, they look good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I've never had it with this, so.
So what's Matt's favorite dish? Because I know it's steak, but my homeboy puts steak on the air fryer, and I brought that up.
You know, Matt is very easy to please. I will tell you that. I could probably put peanut butter on bread and he would be like, this is the best thing I ever had in my entire life. But truly, that man, you give him a steak and he's happy as a clam. He definitely prefers it on a grill, even though he puts it in the air fryer. But he loves it. He loves beef Portuguese, which is like Portuguese steak with an egg on top. And then a brown sauce. Okay. So he loves that too.
Oh, so you do know how to throw down in the kitchen besides baking then?
I mean, I'm not saying I make it. He likes it from me. We order it from a restaurant.
Okay.
But he's easy to please.
Very cool.
Which is good because time is of the essence, right?
Very true.
And finding time in the kitchen, which is something I'm actively working on, it's hard when you're balancing your career and
your kids and
can't forget about the dog.
Nope.
And then
well, I don't have a dog.
Don't.
No.
Well, you got enough going on.
Yeah, to me, like I told my beautiful wife and my kids, unless you're gonna be cleaning it and taking care of it, do not bring that up.
Well, it's another baby.
Exactly.
It's a huge responsibility. And
here's a little shot of the vino verde.
Oh, there we go.
Boom.
Beautiful.
But yeah, no, they're a big responsibility.
They're huge. Listen, my Chihuahua's about to cost me $7,000.
Woo!
She has a little cataract, and she has to see her mommy. So we are 100% fixing that.
Good. How old is your little dog?
11.
Oh,
yeah. I rescued her when she was like 6 months old.
So I'm sorry to say she about to go.
No, she's not.
I know.
She'll be here till she's 27,000. She's got this rare genetic. She has a genetic disorder that makes her live forever, like Benjamin Button.
Because my parents have a husky, and he's about 11 years old, so we know it's coming soon.
No.
Dogs are beautiful. I love dogs. I just don't want the responsibility with 2 kids.
No.
To add another one, I'm good. I'd rather have another kid.
I mean, you hear that?
No, she don't want one.
No. You know what's crazy?
She closed shop on me.
Come on.
I know, right?
Before I had kids, I was like, maybe I want to. After, and they all say it's backwards. They say you have a baby and then you'll realize you don't want as many. I want like 100.
Damn.
And I'm not saying it's easy because it's the hardest thing I've ever done. But like, if Matt turned to me and he was like, let's have 10 kids, done.
All right.
Where am I putting more of these?
I don't know about 100. But I'm down for another
Maybe
one.
5.
There we go.
5's a good number.
5 is a really good number.
Right?
I like 5. I'm going to tell my wife. Let's pop 5.
I mean, I think a very good number, not that I'm trying to like push your wife, but 3 is a great number because then you have a tiebreaker, right? When you're a family of 4, it could be 2 against 2.
Well, our goal is also, though, and this is why I kind of agree with her, is we do want to adopt. We would like to adopt another child. And right now we can give everything, like my wife says, she does have her reasonings, and she's a smart woman, so she makes me listen and understand. Pretty much we can give everything we could literally give everything to our kids right now.
Right.
Focus on our two.
Right.
And then if we do, and when we're ready to adopt, we could do that.
And there's so many babies who need
it.
loving
Need it.
families.
Yes.
So that's amazing.
So that's our goal.
I hope you do that.
That is really our goal, and hopefully we can do that. And yeah.
They would be very lucky and well fed.
And well fed. Oh yeah. I'll chubby them up.
That's it.
All right. So thank you, Tiffany, for helping me out with the patties.
No
that
problem.
is going to be part of our main dish. Now that's all said and done, how about you sit down and let me get the appetizers ready for you.
Don't
all
mind
right?
if I do.
All right.
I hope you're enjoying this episode. Hit that button on the right to subscribe.
All right, Tiff, welcome to the table. I'm going to give you a little bit of water, and if you want some wine, just let me know. So now we're going to start up with the appetizer.
Great. Thank you.
No problem. All right, let me take these dishes from you. And
Pressure's on.
Pressure's on. Love to work under pressure.
That's it.
You must too. You're an APRN, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I am.
So you must be under pressure all the time, no?
It's, less in this role, actually.
Really?
When I was a registered nurse, I worked in critical care in ICU. And so it was the trauma ICU. And that was probably the most pressure. It's different as an APRN where now I'm diagnosing, I'm prescribing and treating. And so there's obviously the aspect of you have to really know what you're doing. But in critical care, when someone's coming in and bleeding out, that's probably the most high pressure. So I do think I work better under pressure. Or at least, procrastination is my middle name. So
I hear that. I hear that.
it's when you do your best work, right?
Yeah. The last minute, just got to get it done.
Got to get it done,
Gotta
and you
get it
focus.
done.
You're hyper focused.
That's it. So what made you go through that career into nursing? Because obviously you went to nursing and then you stepped it up.
Right. And I wanted to be a nurse for as long as I could remember. Like I remember watching my aunt go to nursing school in that like white outfit. And this is back in the 90s. And I was like, that's what I want to do. And so I always knew what I wanted to do. And it was easy. I was in high school and I'm like, this is what I'm doing. So I became a registered nurse. I was practicing at 21, right in ICU, and loved it. Did that for 8 years or so until I was like, I think it's just time to do more. And working in the ICU, you see things at the end, right? You see the most dramatic, you see people at places where, how could this have been prevented, right? Forget car accidents, but how did this person end up this sick in general? And so you kind of dial it back and you see it's primary care. It's the outpatient setting. So I ended up going back to school. I went to Yale University, graduated from there, going on 4 years ago now. Then I went into practice now. So walk-in care. I work for one of the largest health insurance providers now, which is super flexible, and it's a great job. It's very rewarding, but new ever since I was younger.
Very, very cool.
Wow. That looks amazing.
Good. I'm hoping it's somewhat close to what you had before.
Well, it looks identical to it on top, and then the bottom is like this Spanish twist.
Yes,
kind
it
of
is.
like my marriage, right?
There we go.
This is wow.
One of the reasons that I put it on top of Patacone is because I showed you the empanada that I made for a different guest, and you said that empanada looks good. So I was like, you know what? Let me take the plantain from there, give you that, but give you your recipe on top.
Innovation.
That's it.
That's it.
Give it a try. Let me know.
All right. It's nice and crispy.
Good.
That's a huge bite that I'm about to take. Oh my God.
All right. That's what I want to hear.
Wow. That is delicious.
Yeah? Good.
Carlos.
Why do you think my wife stays with me?
Listen.
It ain't because I'm pretty.
I knew there had to be a reason. When did you start cooking like this?
So I always cooked. 16 is really when I started getting into it. Never did anything else besides just at home or whatever. My mom was a great cook, and that's why I always got inspired by it and wanted it to learn. Same thing I could tell everybody. I wanted to be a chef. My parents kind of convinced me not to because it's a very busy job during the holidays, and I'm a very, very big family man.
Right.
So I knew missing the holidays was going to be really hard for me. And yeah, well, I always loved to cook. It was always my thing. I always liked doing new recipes or trying new things. And now I have the opportunity to do this with guests, and I want to inspire people, not just to cook, but also keep people motivated in the careers. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring a little bit of everything together, that what I know as a mentor, as someone that has asked people to mentor me and help me in my career and kind of push me forward. Just want to do this with this show, just kind of bring a whole concept, and cooking something that I love to do, and I love to feed people. So.
Well, you're very good at it.
Thank you.
This should be on a menu at a restaurant.
Thank you.
Would you ever open a restaurant?
There's phase 2 being talked about.
We're in different phases now.
All with time and all with the support and love of the people watching this. Please subscribe. Please follow, like, and share. And then maybe phase 2 will be coming to a town near you.
Count me in for phase 2.
All right. So Tiffany, besides being a nurse, you were also Miss Connecticut, correct?
I was, yeah.
So tell me about that. How'd you get yourself into that? How was that world?
So the most fun of my life, I think, was the year that I was Miss Connecticut. So I was Miss Connecticut 2016, competed at Miss USA 2016.
I'm going to tell Matt that was more exciting than your wedding.
You know?
Sorry.
I'm not going to say it wasn't. Just kidding. Different phases, right? Different phases of your life, and different things are more fun than others, right? But actually, getting into pageants in general was my dad's idea, oddly enough. And so growing up, my mom and I weren't super close, and I didn't really have those female figures that a girl needs to look to when she's 13, 14, 15. And one day my dad picked me up from school. I was at Central High School in Bridgeport, and he's like, "You're going to do a pageant." Absolutely not doing a pageant, Dad. I'm absolutely not doing a pageant. He said, "No, you are. A Portuguese lady runs it. You're doing a pageant." I said, "Great." And so I did it, and I lost. I probably placed last. It was horrible. But there was something about the energy and something about being around other positive figures. There were older girls in the pageant in different age groups, and being around that positive influence is something that just stuck. And I don't know, I definitely didn't know I needed that at that age, but I definitely did. And my dad was onto something. And that was it. And I never looked back. And then a couple of years later, I competed for Miss Connecticut Teen USA. I met this woman who's also named Tiffany, she's like a mom to me. And she's got 4 boys. And so I'm like her honorary daughter. But she really kind of guided me through. And then 3 years competed for Miss Connecticut and won. And that was that.
Very awesome.
Yeah,
Very
Miss USA
awesome.
was a great experience in and of itself too. So yeah.
If anything, what was the hardest in that realm, in that world, to be in that level with all these people looking at you and competing with, you were very beautiful, that's what's very true, but all the women, they're just as beautiful, they're just so competitive and driven as you were to try to be Miss Connecticut, be Miss Universe. Was it tough? Was it complicated? Was it exciting? Or what got you through all that stuff?
So I think it's just thinking about what the end goal is, right? Why do you want to be Miss Connecticut? What story do you want to tell? Who do you want to inspire? And for me, it was always girls in the inner city, right? It's people who grow up maybe not having as much as someone else, someone who's told that they're not going to achieve anything, and being able to show them like, yeah, you can achieve it. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you were raised having or not having. And so that was always the passion inside of me. And it'll sound cliche, but once you're done prepping and once you're working out, you have your gown, you've done everything, you've sacrificed, you're not going out and partying with your friends, and you get to that weekend, at that point, you're your own competition. So a girl next to me is not going to beat me because she's 2 inches taller. She'll beat me because I lost sight of the prize, because I psyched myself out. And you just have to stay focused. And at the end of the day, most of the women there have that same goal in mind, right? Maybe it's they want to inspire someone else based on some other upbringing. But at the end of the day, they're like-minded, and different day, different judges, different outcome. But I'm just lucky that I won when I did and got to see that pageant and hold that title when it was in all its glory.
Very awesome. So the main meal is ready.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Wow.
Let me take this.
Good thing I left that over because...
All right, Tiffany, here's the dish. I hope you can enjoy it as much as I made it.
Oh my God, this looks sensational. I hope you're going to have some.
Of course, I want to sit down now and have a dinner with you.
We need wine.
All right.
You can't not.
Yes.
It's Portuguese. I mean,
Portuguese wine is red, just like you asked. I
and
hope
it
it's
pairs
delicious.
perfectly. Oh
With
my
some beef.
gosh.
We use the same wine in the meal because I'm a big believer that if I'm cooking with wine, it's the wine that you have to drink.
Listen,
It's not no...
you don't have to be a connoisseur to know that that's going to pair because it's literally in it. So
Good. All
there's
right.
that.
I'll have a little bit with you.
Yes. I see you doubled the pour. You see that, people? You doubled my pour.
All right.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, salute.
Wow, this is a heavy glass. Look
Thank
at
you for coming.
Expensive hardware here.
That was nice.
Great.
All right, please dig in. Let me know.
Oh my God. This is like butter. Oh my God.
Yeah?
Mmm.
Okay.
Bam. Can I ask you where the name Peppo-time came from?
So, yeah. So my dad, growing up, it was just something he used to say. Just randomly like, oh, this is amazing. This is Peppo. And for some reason, that always just stuck in my mind.
Beautiful.
And I was like, why not make it something? It goes, it's catchy, it's short, and it's just like, Peppo.
It's perfect.
Esto está Peppo.
Peppo.
You know? That's it.
Well, this is Peppo.
There we go. See?
Peppo.
See?
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Good.
So good.
That's another thing that I really do enjoy doing the show is that my guests get to pick what they want. So it's making me learn new dishes, new styles, new techniques.
And you put your spin on it.
Yes. And I always like to put my little spin. Like I tell everybody, recipes are always the base. I always practice them and see what I could do different or want different because my palate's what drives me. Right. That's where it tells me, okay, this will go pairing great with this, or this will go great with this. Or I just do the recipe, you know? But yeah.
And it's perfect. So delicious.
That patty, right?
This is just, and this is just potato and cheese with like all the right seasonings, but.
Not much seasoning. Just season the water just like pasta, some salt. And then after that, it's just the cheese.
My God.
Sorry, and butter.
Oh,
butter would makes it a little creamier and makes it like that.
And nice, that was in the potato, though.
Yes, that's in the potato.
I mean,
when I smash it, I put the butter in there. And it goes great because
so good.
This meal, it needed potato. It comes with a potato.
Right.
Portuguese meals always come with potato.
And probably rice.
Potato. Rice, but mostly potatoes.
There's a boiled potato and then a fried potato. And
potato. But I knew that I didn't want to do fried potatoes. And I thought of a mashed potato. And this is something my mom makes, these patties. Like I told you.
What is it called? Do you know the name?
It's lampachas. I'll let you know. But there is a name to it. But my mom makes this for certain meals that we eat. And like I said, my reasoning for cooking is my mom. So I always like to somehow put her in there. Exactly. Yeah. And this is how I did it here. This is one of the things that she loves to do. And it's just amazing. So
like, this is how it should be served.
Are you right?
Like, should we send a memo? I'm calling Portugal tomorrow. I'm calling. Like, the Pope should know about this.
That's good.
It's great.
Now the recipe itself, it's a Portuguese recipe.
Did you follow the recipe for the meat? Ish?
To a point, yes. Pretty much. The only difference is I put celery in it, and they didn't use the bone. They just used the meat of the short rib. And I was like, bone always gives more flavor. Right. So I left the bone in there to just give it a little more, and it also looks nicer.
I think plating too, right? Mm-hmm. This is top tier.
Good.
Top tier, Carlos.
Good.
Not only can you fix the lighting, you can also throw down. Not mad at it.
Yes, cooking is something that really drives me to put love, to make people happy. You know, it's just who I am, I guess. It makes me feel good when people say my food is good.
Yeah.
Not just because I want to, get a big head or anything. It's just because I know that they're enjoying themselves in my company and something that I put a lot of work in.
Right.
And it's
you put effort into it.
Very much.
And you can taste the love in here. Like,
good.
I feel bad that people that are watching this can't taste it, but I'll do it for everybody because I have no problem doing that.
Good.
But it's, yeah. And I mean, when you cook this well, you can feel the effort and the love in it.
Good.
You just can. Oh.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, this is definitely an amazing story of yours. Saying I didn't know that your dad was the one that pushed you into pageants, because usually it's the mom, so you have a great connection with your mom, but your dad being like, hey, look, I got you, baby girl. You need to do this because you're my star and I want to show it to the world. And he was right.
And I had no interest, though. No, I was such a tomboy. I'm like, what? I'm doing what? No. Come again, we're not doing that. No. And it turned out to be the best thing that I ever did. It's
very cool.
Yeah. Life-changing, and really just an experience that, you're more likely to have your son win the Super Bowl than you are to have your daughter even step foot on the Miss USA stage.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow, those are the odds, huh?
Those are the odds. And that's a quote. Every pageant girl knows it front to back because, those are the odds, right?
Did not know that. That's a very cool thing to know.
Yeah. My brother, too bad he didn't make it to the Super Bowl. He could have if he wanted to. He was a football player.
Yeah, he was a big dude too.
Yeah. But
became a plumber.
Became a plumber. The trades are better. That is where the money is. AI will not replace the trades. AI will not replace a chef either. Or a nurse practitioner.
No.
Right?
Taking care of people. That's right.
Right?
That's right. So, Tiff, now that dinner's done, and I hope you enjoyed that.
Every bite.
All right.
Every bite.
This blessing, I always thank God for every day that I wake up. This is a blessing from God that I was able to cook this meal, have you here, enjoy this with me. And for that, we are very gifted by Him, I believe. Yeah. Our careers are great, our families are great. So I always ask our guests, we spend about $120 on this meal. And I always ask them to find a charity that they would like to donate that to. And then we will also match that. And then also we ask all our followers and subscribers and everyone looking at us if they can also just give a little bit, because everything counts. Everything counts, and giving back is a great thing. So what is the charity that you would like to donate to? So I will go with St. Jude's. St. Jude's. Growing up, my mom donated there all of the time. And she always had the little magnets on the refrigerator. And last year, she actually passed away from dementia, which they're saying is a complication of her childhood brain cancer. So I think it'd be a good way to pay homage to her and give back to people who need it. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Great charity. I know my wife donates every year to that. So that's an amazing charity. It helps a lot of kids with cancer and families out there that really do need it. Well, Tiffany, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed everything. Thank you. That's the time of Peppo-time. Peppo-time. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.